What is up, guys? It's be your boy Hustle Game. Before I get into the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please subscribe and leave a like. That's all I ask. I'm gonna be doing more car reviews and amazing GTA 5 videos. Um, so yeah, if my voice sounds a little bit messed up, it's just because I'm sick and I got like a really sore throat. So yeah, but the video should still be pretty fire. Alright, so yeah, let's get right into it. So today what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be reviewing the iconic Vapid Ellie. Now, this car is just amazing, but I'm going to be going over every little detail in this car. So if you don't already have it bought and you were thinking about it or just want a new car, this is the video to watch. I'm going to start doing these, that way people have more of an idea of like how good cars are. I did it with the ZR350 and it got mediocre views and stuff, so I know people like to see it. So this whole description is just insane. Like, I don't even know where to start. It's just not that good of a description, really. It's just kind of like stupid. So yeah, I'm not even gonna read that. You can read that yourself. You can pause the video or whatever. It's stupid. I don't even feel half of them words. Oh god. Anyways, the car retails for $565,000, which is relatively cheap. Now, it is a muscle car, so you know. So I guess it's not super cheap for a muscle car, but you got to think of what it is. Okay, this is the car that is just amazing. I mean, look, the Dominator GTX costs more, and this thing is nothing on the Vapid Ellie. Classic takes modern muscle any day. The Vapid Ellie is so much better than the GTX. Interior, sounds, all that. But anyways, let's get into the Vapid Ellie. Alright, so we're going to start off with customization. Customization is very weak. There's a few exhaust options. There's actually two, but if you decide to put like a blower coming out the hood of your car, one of the big ass blowers, you'll have exhaust coming out of the hood as well. There's some sun strips and a little tiny front lip bumper, but customization overall is very weak. I mean, there's some liveries, but overall compared to other cars in the game, the customization on this car is very weak, so I rate customization a 2 out of 10. But the thing is, this car looks so amazing without customization that it doesn't need any. The only thing I would probably ask for maybe is like bigger exhaust or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because the side exhausts, they're like super small and like they just don't look right on a GT500. The little tiny side exhaust for this monster, you know, it doesn't look right. So I just kept the stock exhaust and stock hood on because that's what, you know, fits the car the best. Because there's only a few hood options really. So overall customization sucks. But looking at the car, the outside of the car, if I had to rate this on how like good it is, I would rate the outside an 8 out of 10. It's one of them cars that comes stock, looking amazing. Everything is stock on this car besides the wheels, paint, and the stripes on it. There's a livery, and I guess the headlights. But like front bumper stock, hood stock. That spoiler comes on their stock. There's no other spoiler option besides that. I mean, bumpers. Everything is stock on this car on the outside, pretty much, besides paint. There is no added, like, exhaust, nothing. Nothing like that. So this is amazing. I mean, look at all this detail. It comes with the little gas tank thing there that actually, like, fits this car amazing. Yeah, the old gas tank caps are amazing. Plus, the fog lights actually work on it. I'll turn them on. So you could either do that, just one, but you could do the high beams too, where all four work. Now I just think that is amazing. It's super bright, super awesome. I mean, all the lights working are just dope. That's what I think. Having all four, even the fog lights. So yeah, as far as the outside goes, I gotta rate it an 8 out of 10. I already said that though. The interior, there's actually nothing you can do to the interior, but it comes stock looking pretty damn good. So stock, it comes with this cool chrome steering wheel with wood gripping on it, or whatever that's called. So the middle of it's chrome like deal, and then it says Vapid on it, and then it's like a wood steering wheel itself type deal. I don't know how to explain it, I'm sorry. And then it has a roll cage in its stock, like a nice looking one though. It's just a little tiny one back there. It's clean. The seats are decent. They're kind of like retro looking. Let me get a flat. I can't. I'm in passive mode because people are dickheads. Alright. It does, you can see it has a manual transmission. Obviously can't use that, but I think that's, you know, pretty cool to see that in the game. And the shifter in it doesn't look hateful. The shifter really doesn't. And it has little gauges down there. You can't really see nothing in between the seats when you're actually driving, but it says Vapid. They definitely put a lot of detail into this. The doors look pretty nice. Look, they got the old school door handles. I mean, this car was one that Rockstar actually did right. And the seats have that vintage look. I really like the seats. So, not to mention the gauges and speedometers themselves just look awesome. So, interior, I'm rating this a good 8 out of 10 too. I think it definitely deserves it. It has a lot of detail. Obviously, you can't customize it, but it looks that good stock. This interior, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? This is one that, because when I'm in cars, I like driving in first person a lot. And when a car can look so good on the outside, right? Like the body style and everything. For example, the Bullet. I think the Ford GT looks dope. But you get on the inside and it has that same recycled interior that just is ugly. No detail, looks crappy. I mean, no one wants to drive that because, you know what I'm saying? Because who wants a car with a shitty interior? You want to be able to be in first person and feel like you're engaged in the car that you're driving. And this car definitely does that. So interior is an 8 out of 10. Next, I'm going to be getting into speed, okay? Speed on this car is mediocre, okay? The thing is about this car, it was added in Southern San Andreas Autos, which that whole DLC, they decided to test out a new type of, like, car mechanic, and they never switched it back. And what it is, like, for example, bumps on this car. Any other car in the game now, besides Southern San Andreas Autos update cars, any other one, though, it'll hit a bump and speed up. If you are going around a bend really slow, like, for example, in some, like, sports and supers, even all cars pretty much, if you're going around a car super slow, it'll, like, kind of downshift itself, because they're technically autos, even though, like, yeah, anyways, we don't need to get into that. But it'll, like, downshift itself into a lower gear and start maxing out RPMs, and it'll speed you up so quick. You've probably done that before if you raced or anything. You'll notice you'll go around a bend, like, super slow, and the car will catch up itself for you, you know what I mean? It'll, like, hurry up downshift. But this car right here, if it, you know, if you try double clutching it, or if you know, going around a turn and it decides to do that long rev thing, it just, you can't do it. Like, watch, when I double clutch, it's one of them cars that just can't double clutch and slows it down. Same with going around a bend super slow. If it needs to get picked up, it doesn't have that, you know. See right there, it just kind of bogs out for a second. It doesn't do the whole, no, you know, revving real high and downshifting. So speed is not this car's good, you know, it's kind of its weak point, I'd say. If you're buying this car, I'd really just buy it for looks. Because speed on it is not that amazing. I really cannot say that I like it. For being what it is like a GT 500, I mean, they made the speed horrible on it, if you want my honest opinion. I think the speed on this car is nowhere compared to where it should be. This should be like one of the fastest muscle cars in the game, but it's not. So that's the thing, you know, at least on acceleration it should be, but it's just not. But here's the one good thing that helps this car. Ever since they added wheelies, if you drive this car a lot, you can master them. See how far I got? And look, that helped me, because the wheelies in this game speed you up like so much. So if you do a wheelie, you know what I mean, it just speeds you up like a lot. And this car, once you master it, like, you could get nice wheelies out of it. So when you go down the airport and race your muscle car buddies, I'm not saying you're gonna beat them, but you, after doing that long wheelie, you'll keep with them if you hit the wheelie right. And it's kind of hard to do in a way, not really, but it is. Wheelies in this game are just difficult, you know, and it's the times. But I have got this car to wheelie like major far. I don't know if I'll be able to in this video, but this car wheelie's better than most. So overall on speed, I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10. But That is only, I would actually give it lower, but the wheeling kind of makes up for it, because wheeling gets you super fast, and this thing could wheelie a pretty long time. The bumps and stuff also interfere. You gotta do this type of stuff on like a nice road, and like hit it, I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying, but it's just, yeah, it's really hard to do. But I definitely know this car does nice wheelies. You'll eventually see one. But, so yeah, I mean, overall, the score of this car really isn't bad. I rated it 8 on outside visuals, rated it 8 on inside visuals, and you know what I mean, the speed is 5, and customization is 2, so you might think, you know, this isn't the best car, but that's not true. I love this car. It's actually one of my favorite muscle cars. The thing is, you can't rate your cars too high, because then when you do other videos, you know what I'm saying, it makes it weird, because then it's like, why is all your cars, you know, placed so high type shit, you know? So this got exactly what it deserved. It might have got a 2 out of 10 on customization, but the point is, it doesn't need customization like that. Okay, so don't take it the wrong way, like 2 out of 10, like it's bad for this car. That's the thing though, these old school classic cars don't need much customization, so even though it has such a low customization number, that's fine. Look at that one. See, look, long wheelie, that's what I'm talking about right there. See how if you like hit the gas and everything 100% right, you get them long ass wheelies. That's what I just did. But yeah, that's just how it goes, you know. And the sound of it's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really sound as muscly as it should. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't sound as raw, but overall, it sounds pretty nice. And I'm gonna show you the customization option, but you're gonna see none of them really make this car look better. Like, you could have that big ass splitter on there, but that shit just doesn't look right. Now let me look at it from a side view, maybe from a front view. Like, that looks kind of beefy, but like when you see that just a little thing coming off of the bumper, that shit looks stupid. Then that's the same thing. Engine, exhaust. Look, here's a side exit. Okay, these exhausts are so small, they're not even worthy of being on a GT 500. I don't even know. You see how small those are? Little skinny exhaust. But then you got the stock exhaust with the different hood. That's what I'm saying. The hoods and the exhaust are kind of combined. So we're just back to the same stock exhaust, but a different hood. And then again, this hood with the side exhaust. Now we're just getting into the little blowers. These two with the, I guess they just keep the stock exhaust, yeah. These two keep stock. And then here, these ones get exhaust coming out the hood. Now you're probably like, why don't you put them on? But of course, I want to keep this car classic, but yet still nice. Liveries, there's a nice bit of liveries, but I just think most of them ruin the car, because it doesn't really keep it that classic. They're more like race style. So that's why that's bad. And then sun strips, there's some cool ones, but overall, I mean, none of this stuff really is that good customization, you know. And then wheels, and that's it. Really, not much customization, right? 2 out of 10, it got what it deserved. But overall, this car is amazing. I recommend anyone buying it. And as long as you're not someone who's like, oh my god, my car has to be fucking 1,000,000 miles per hour. You get what I'm saying? If you're not one of them people that have to have your car being as quick as possible, then yeah, it's not worth it. It's worth it if you're a car enthusiast in real life, or maybe, I don't know. I don't even know how it would work only being a car enthusiast in GTA, but if you're a car enthusiast, then, you know, you can buy it and drive it, and don't let it collect dust in your garage. Take it out, you know? Because this car's beautiful, and you don't see many of them around Los Santos, you know? The new feeling of a new car wore off a long time ago, so not a lot of people drive this anymore. And even when you say muscle car races, when you say muscle car, people bring Runers and Sabre Turbos and shit like that. So, and Vamoses and all the new cars, you know what I'm saying? So this car right here, it's also amazing for car shows. I do have to say, you bring this, I mean, you look like a true person in a car show if you use this, in my opinion. This bitch flicked me off. Does she realize I'll just wheelie onto her car? You wanna play that shit? Oh, you're lucky the light changed. Or maybe it didn't, no. But yeah, I mean, this thing, you can drive, once you learn how to drive, you get more used to it, and then you realize that the handling flags aren't the worst thing ever. They're just not they kind of fucked the car up a little bit, but overall the sound of it's still cool, and it's more of like a cruising car. It's a little bit quick, you can get on and fuck around. It's not slow, but it's not super fast neither. And it's, like I said, good for car shows, good for cruising, good for just chilling with friends, you know, that type of shit. So I do recommend buying it. The price tag isn't bad at all. This is the whole review on the Vapid Ellie. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Peace.